From WLWT, this is Issues.
Merry Christmas. I'm Jan-Michele Lemon Kearney of SESH Communications in the Cincinnati Herald. So excited. I know you're getting ready for the holidays. Before I tell you what's coming up, I want to just point to this beautiful, beautiful wreath that was put together by Helen Moran, Jeff's wife. We want to thank her for that. She made it out of, I think, tops of like soda pop cans. Really creative. Thank you, Helen. Just want to say thank you. That's just gorgeous. So, okay, we have a lot going on today. A little later, we're going to talk about an academic readiness program at the Seven Hills School. You definitely want to stay tuned for that. It's just so important. We're also going to get you ready with Coach Nick to become a new you. So, you're going through the holidays, you can go through guilt-free knowing that in January, you're going to be a whole new you. First, we're going to talk about some really exciting things happening with Fifth Third and LISC and the small business community, really helping small businesses get funded. So I want to welcome Royce Sutton, who is Senior VP at Fifth Third, and you're with the Ohio Market, and Amber David, and you are a Small Business Specialist with LISC. And we all say LISC, L-I-S-C, but it really stands for Local Initiative Support Corporation. Yes. Okay, welcome both of you.
Thank you.
So I should just say we're really excited back in October. I think the date was October 2nd when Fifth Third announced the Access Fund. Yeah. Tell us about that.
Jan, that was an exciting day in October when we announced the Access Fund. And the Access Fund is a $3.5 million fund. Specifically,
that's no small penny right there.
That's a lot of money, but the intent is that we want to be able to find ways where we can connect with small businesses at varying stages. So we created the fund with the idea with partnering organizations like the City of Cincinnati and LISC with the idea of really finding ways to get that little bit of extra boost that small businesses, as they think about whether they're in that early stage or they're an established business, how do they get to the next step?
That is so important because small businesses, I understand the first 5 years are really the key. If you can survive the first 5 years, you're probably going to keep going. But it's really hard for businesses to get started, and getting enough capital is just a huge issue.
Absolutely. When you talk about the idea of really conceptualizing, and when you talk about the idea of really bringing your dream to fruition as a small business owner, something you've thought about for a while, now you finally got it. Now, how do you get the capital to make that engine run, to really make your small business operate at the level or to take it to the next stage? Oftentimes you need that support, and that's what this fund is specifically it's designed to do.
And really grow your business, like you said, take it to the next phase. You might want to hire more people. A lot of businesses just have one employee, and that might be the owner. So then it's time to grow it. It's time to really increase the staff and to increase the resources and the operating budget and all that. So people really need money. But Amber, let me ask you before you tell us how you're working with Fifth Third, what is LISC?
Sure. So LISC is a community development financial institution. So all that means is we are a nonprofit lender. So we're able to go into communities and help the neighbors and community organizations to realize the vision for their communities. And so that looks like, when we first started in the late 70s, affordable housing finance. And since then, we've brought in the work that we do under the umbrella of comprehensive community development.
That is wonderful. Mm-hmm. So how is LISC working with Fifth Third? How are you guys working together to help small businesses?
Great partnership that we have, and LISC does so much great work here in the community. We knew that it was the logical thing for us to really work with an organization like LISC that's so embedded in our communities. And then the City of Cincinnati, who's really thinking about how can we upscale and how can we provide more capital for businesses who want to do business with the City of Cincinnati. So that partnership was forged with the three entities involved. So we're working together. So as referrals may come to us, or maybe the first stop might be with LISC, or it could be with the city. The idea is that we're working together to find ways to channel that small business owner into the capital, but also the technical assistance that they might need along the way.
Oh, that's wonderful. Technical assistance too. So let me step back. So I'm a small business owner, and I'm watching you, hearing you. I'm really excited. Let's say I'm either just starting a business or maybe I'm growing my business. Where do I go first?
Well, that's a good question, because right now when you talk about small business, especially among African American small businesses. The most recent survey, year over year, there's a 400% increase in minority small businesses that are growing. So we know that there's an appetite for what we're doing. So they may come in, they may stop at the local Fifth Third branch, or they may come to the LISC office, or they may stop in the city. The idea is that wherever they may stop, they get the same information and get the same opportunity to get access to the Cincinnati Access Fund. Now, the channel that we are
and let me just ask you, so when they go to LISC Fifth Third or the city, they should say, I'm really interested in applying for funds from the Cincinnati Access Fund.
Oh, absolutely. And then there's no problem with them figuring, and they may not get the name quite right, but we can kind of work through that.
Say Access. Access. Okay, everybody remember Access. Cincinnati, and you're in Cincinnati, so Cincinnati Access Fund. Okay.
Yeah. Ideally, we want them to start with Amber.
Okay.
And we'll have some information up on the screen with her number and then her email where they can reach out to Amber.
So that's the best way to start at LISC with Amber David. And let's give that number, Amber.
So that's 513-723-2113.
And tell us one more time.
513-723-2113.
Okay, so that's a good place to start, to go to Amber and say, I'm interested in the Cincinnati Access Fund. And these, as we said, these can be businesses who are currently in operation or someone thinking about starting a business.
Right. And particularly for this fund, if the business is just starting out, what we like to do is get them connected to capital for startups, because the Cincinnati Access Fund is actually more targeted towards businesses that have been in operations for 2 years or more. But we do have some other resources outside of the fund that are available for those startups.
Okay, great. And then for technical support, will you refer them to Fifth Third or back and forth?
So we've got a really strong working relationship where we've got some technical assistance providers here locally that we're working with that will walk any small business owner through that process. So you may find yourself you need maybe a marketing side, or you need the management kind of help as you're upscaling. We can help them with that.
This is so exciting and just so needed in Cincinnati. So again, people should call 723-2113 to get started. Go see Amber first, and Amber will connect with Royce and Fifth Third, and we'll all get in there and grow our businesses. Thank you so much for coming. Stick with us. We'll be back in just a moment to talk about academic readiness. Welcome back. Okay, the Seven Hills School has this excellent program called SHARP, and it's really academic readiness, and it's for students who aren't even at the Seven Hills School or maybe not there yet. And so we want to talk to Meredith Brown, one of my favorite teachers at the Seven Hills School. Thank you so much for coming, Meredith.
Thanks for having me.
And you are the coordinator, executive director. What's your official title with SHARP?
Coordinator.
Coordinator of SHARP. Okay, we're so happy to have you.
Thank you.
I think it's excellent that Seven Hills is doing this. I know Seven Hills is all about diversity and really expanding its reach, and Seven Hills does so many good things in the community. I'm just excited about this SHARP program. So tell us the history of SHARP.
So SHARP really began as an idea about 18 months ago. Our first session was this time last year. So in the 2017-2018 school year, we had our first school year session. So this runs from the end of November through late January. We're in the middle of our second round of SHARP school year right now. Wow. And then we also last summer had our first summer session. And that's the model of the program moving forward, is that we'll have a school year session that will run 8 weeks, once a week in the evenings and on Thursdays, and then that we'll have a 2-week summer program that's essentially like a full day academic enrichment camp.
Yeah, tell us about that. What happens? What's a SHARP day like?
Sure. So I'll break it into the 2 sessions. In SHARP school year, our program is an hour and 45 minutes long, Thursday evenings.
That's not bad. People can deal with that.
The kids come in and they have a little critical thinking challenge. They receive a little bit of test preparation for the ISEE, which is the admissions test that Seven Hills uses and some of our other peer schools in the region use.
Yeah, I was going to say lots of private schools use that, the ISEE.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then they have essentially a fun academic enrichment class after that of across a range of different academic areas. So far this year, we've worked with the theater teachers once. We had a science demonstration and experiment last week. We have a world language lesson this week. And so it really is designed to give kids a fun taste of what life is like at a school like Seven Hills, and to help foster their excitement about learning.
I think that's so wonderful, because a lot of students, and you're really targeting underrepresented communities,
Yes.
and a lot of students from those communities really haven't visited private schools before.
Right.
So this gives them a taste of what it's like. It also helps them realize they could thrive in that environment as well.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
That we recognize as a school community how many talented, enthusiastic, curious kids there are in our city. And it's just a great opportunity for us to invite families and invite students onto campus and let them find out more about what a school like Seven Hills is like and what a great fit it might be for them.
Right.
And just to have some fun
Right.
learning, and
Right.
it's
And I was going to say, I love that one component is getting ready for the ISEE. My thing with all these tests is that you really need to practice. I mean, whether it's the ACT, the SAT, whatever, the PSAT, like take a class, take something to help you get ready for that, because there's certain rules, and I don't want to say it's a game, but there's certain things you have to know. And that a lot of kids prepare for, and some children don't realize you need to really prepare for these tests just to go in and take one of these tests.
Right, and it's beneficial always to know a little bit about the structure of the specific test you're going to take.
Right.
And so students
It makes it less intimidating too, doesn't it?
Exactly, exactly, and that's a lot of what we want. And in the summer program, we offer that also. So, there's our summer program runs loosely 9 to 3.
Okay.
And so there are a couple of academic bands where the kids are doing some math work, they're doing some language arts work. Fun though,
Right.
So it is summer.
Right, yeah.
And then a band for most students that is ISEE prep. And then in the afternoon, we do project-based learning. And it was very successful last summer.
sounds
We just
like
had
fun.
a terrific, it was really fun. And then we also, in the summer program, have a second cluster of kids who are with us who are newly accepted to the school and will begin in the fall.
Oh,
And so
okay.
they, instead of doing the ISEE prep at that time, they do this kind of extensive campus orientation. They meet people, they do scavenger hunts, so that they really come in that first day and think, I'm home.
Right.
I know who to find when I need to turn this in. I know the name of the person that I'm buying my lunch from. All of those kind of feelings of familiarity that students who've already been at the school have, and that we want everyone to have. And so that was an exciting part of the program too.
And that's so important. I just have to say Seven Hills is a very welcoming environment. Students might not know that until they get there. And so I think having the summer program really helps students feel, I'm at home here. I feel good here. And that's how people become successful. And it helps parents too. Parents can be a little intimidated by any school. And so it's good for the parents to understand, this is your school too.
Right, and our school year session has some programming for parents actually, totally optional.
Okay.
But while the students are in their class sessions, we are offering some opportunities for parents to learn more about admissions, to meet people in athletics and the arts.
That is wonderful.
And some, as students have now come onto our campus through the SHARP program and our students, we have all kinds of opportunities to support their families, and we know each other well, and it's really proven to be an ongoing benefit.
That's fantastic. So we should say now this is for 5th through 9th graders, and the school year program is already in session, but they can apply for the summer program.
Yes, and families are welcome to reach out anytime to start, whether it's to find out more about the school, whether it's to find out about SHARP Summer.
Okay, tell us where to call, Meredith.
So the best number to call is just the main line for the school. We can then direct you on to the right party. So that's 513-728-2400.
And tell us one more time.
Sure, 513-728-2400.
Okay, and then we have up on the screen 728-2404. I don't know if that's Chris Hedges' number, or it might be, so Chris, people might call you. So Chris also works with the SHARP program, and she's the one who brought you on today, and we really want to thank Chris for that. But so people should call Seven Hills and ask for the SHARP program.
Yes, and we also have a website.
And a website, and we should say there is a small fee, but there are scholarships too.
Yes.
So so people need to know that, and make sure you call. It's excellent for your children. All right, thank you, Meredith.
Thank you.
All right, we'll be right back. All right, are you ready for a total new you transformation? We're gonna make it happen. And so let me introduce Nicole Nelson, and to Michael says to call you Coach Nick, right?
Yes, yes.
And Devon, it's Devon, right? Devon Cohen. I just asked you was it Devon or Devon, and you said Devon. Okay, Devon Cohen, you're a yoga instructor.
Yes, ma'am.
And you guys work separately, but you're going to work together for this. Tell us about this transformation. Whenever people say new you, it's the new year. You know, we're ready. We're ready to be transformed.
Yes, yes. New year, new you. So the 90-day transformation challenge, I challenge my clients to be as active as possible for 90 days. So with that, they'll train with us 5 days a week for at least 1 hour a day. Monday through Friday, there's 7 classes that they can choose from.
And I hear you start at like 5
5:30 a.m. Yes,
5:30 a.m.
right
I like
early.
that. Yeah, I like the early start. Yeah.
Yes, 5:30 a.m., 10 a.m., noon, 5, 6, 7, or 8 p.m.
Wow. So and we should say it's at New Prospect Baptist Church, which is right out on Summit in Roseline.
Yes,
Reverend
yes.
Damon Lynch III's church, and
Yes.
and that's a great space.
Yes,
So
beautiful.
yeah. So before we talk, because I want to ask about this body detox too, because that sounds interesting. But let's talk about yoga. Why is yoga good for you?
Yoga is good for a lot of reasons. For the body, it detoxes. It helps you reduce stress, digestion, circulation, concentration, pain, tension, weight loss. It's like
That sounds great.
it's like an all-around holistic type of benefit
That
for
is
you to
wonderful.
practice yoga.
Well,
so.
Devon, do you do a certain kind of yoga? I mean, I've heard about hot yoga and like
I don't teach hot yoga.
Okay, you don't do the hot yoga. Okay. All right. So,
I tried it. I almost passed out. I was like, oh God, not for me, not for me. So for the clients at
we don't want people passing out.
ma'am, no.
Right.
For the clients, a part of the 90-day challenge, mainly what I try to focus on is really just helping them release their muscle tension, their soreness, stretch them out, because the 5 days a week workout is really intense. And so yoga for them at the end of the week, or any day in between that they like, it helps them just to really just kind of create a relationship with their muscles and get them, into the zone really. And then for any other class that I have outside of the BFC members, it's all pretty much beginner level. So it's really calm. We're not doing anything crazy. You get to relax. You get to stretch your muscles out, get a little bit more flexible.
That sounds really good. And and then I mentioned body detox, because I saw a part of this new transformation, the new you. So what's a body detox?
So we're basically starting them off detoxifying the body for a 7-day period. So it
So
comes
what does
with,
that entail? That sounds like a real challenge.
It includes like a detox drink and also a detox meal that they'll be eating they're replacing lunch and dinner for a total of 7 days.
That sounds like a good way to
yes,
lose weight too.
Yes,
Yeah.
the majority of the clients are losing about 5 to 10 pounds within that first 7 days. That's because your body
Really?
holds so many toxins, and
wow.
it's needed when you're starting a new diet or a new regimen, just to clean your system out.
Clean your system. And I would think the fact that this whole group is doing it together,
Yes.
that helps. It's hard doing this stuff by yourself when
Yes,
you're out there on your own trying to detox and get in shape. But it's good to know that there's going to be somebody there, 5:30 in the morning, 5 at
Yes.
night, whatever. Your group will be there and you can encourage each other.
Yes, and
You
we're
know,
a team.
the BFC community, since I've been a part of it,
And tell us, what does BFC stand for?
Building a fit community.
Okay, building a fit community. Okay, go ahead.
yeah, since I've been a part of it, I've just been like really honored to work with them, because they're such a strong team. Every class throughout the day, and even together as a whole, they really support each other. Like we're on the group me. So there's like hundreds of us in this group, and we're writing back and forth. And just last night, somebody, was saying that they wanted to cheat on their diet or whatever, and the group
Everybody's
was
like,
giving
"No!"
feedback.
Yes,
So it's
yes.
a really strong community, and
Put that
it's
chocolate
fun.
down.
It's fun to be with other people that are
It's more
going
than a
up
workout.
the same path. Yeah.
It's more than a workout. It's fun.
It's a
Fitness
complete
fun.
transformation.
Yes.
Complete transformation.
I love that because we really,
mind
you know,
and the body.
yeah, we need to really get control of things that we can control. And I think our health is one of them, like what we eat and how we work out. We know exercise is so important. I hear yoga is just so great for you. And so one of my goals is to start yoga this year. And so I'm going to check
Make
this
that your
out.
resolution.
I'm going to make that,
New
yeah.
year, new you.
That's right. That's what I'm going to, we're going to do it together. And so it's 125, but if people register before, and Jeff is telling me we got to go. Okay, let's put the information out there. You get a discount if you register before January 1st, right?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
so go ahead and do it now and tell us real fast.
So the challenge begins Thursday, January 3rd. We're located at 1580 Summit Road on the second floor of New Prospect Church. The cost is $125 a month, but if you pre-register, you'll receive a $25 off discount.
Well worth it.
Yes.
Okay, all right. So tell us that number to call.
513-773-9801.
773-9801. Okay. All right, Coach Nick, Devon, we're going to be there. All right, stick with us. We'll be back in just a moment. We have the beautiful, talented Morgan Owens to tell you some community events.
Yes. So we have the annual MLK Breakfast, Monday, January 21st at 8 a.m. at the National Underground Railroad Freedom Center. For tickets, call 513-333-7507. We have Interact for Health presents the Cincinnati Herald's Daddy-Daughter Dinner Dance, Saturday, January 26th from 6 to 9 p.m. at Duke Energy Convention Center. Early bird tickets are $15. For more information, call 513-961-331, extension 600. The Urban League, Glorifying the Lions, Friday, February 8th, noon to 1:30 p.m. at the Hyatt Regency. $70 per person. For more information, 513-487-6519. They also have a CEO roundtable that you can attend as well from 7:30 to 9 a.m. for $30 a person, or both for $90.
Oh, wonderful! That's good.
Yes.
So we can go early for the
Yes.
CEO roundtable, and that's separate. And then the luncheon happens, but people can get that joint price.
Right. Get that discount.
Get that discount. That is
Yes.
so great. So much going on. I love Glorifying the Lions, and they're going to honor community gyms, and that's really important.
And the Daddy-Daughter Dance.
Yeah, and the Daddy
tickets early, it
Get your
sells
tickets.
out.
Yeah, get your tickets now. Come on,
Yes.
people, get your tickets because that's going to be really, really fantastic. So again, I want to say Merry Christmas. Have a safe and happy holiday. Make those New Year resolutions. We're going to make it happen. This is our year. We're going into 2019. Have a great week. Stay safe and stay positive.